Good afternoon, London, or good evening, good morning, wherever in the world you are joining us from. My name's Hina, and I am coming to you from the Master Sha Tao Center here in London. There are two things that the Master Sha Tao Center in London is really popular for amongst all of Dr. and Master Jigong Sha students. One is our Open Spiritual Channels workshops, and number two is our Tao retreats. Now, it is my absolute pleasure to either remind or let all our Tao Healing Hands practitioners know our Tao retreat is starting next Friday, May 20th to May 24th. So if you have not already registered, please do so. You see the link on your screen or it'll be in the description. Now, you have to be a Tao Healing Hands practitioner to be in this workshop. And number one, if you're a Tao Healing Hands practitioner, you already know why. If you're not, then what a Tao Healing Hands practitioner is basically it's a spiritual tool. It's a transmission that helps a lot of us start our healing journeys, continue and progress on our journeys. If you're already a Tao Healing Hands practitioner, if you've already been to one of our Tao retreats, there are several reasons why you should come to the one this coming next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday. And the number one reason is because you already know that Master Sha is focusing a lot on the teachings of Lao Tzu. He does his Monday Facebook Live sessions with Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching. And Sundays, he started teaching deeper Tao wisdom. Now, why that this is a beautiful combination and beautiful timing is that we have one of Master Sha's leading Tao authority teachers, David Lusch, who loves teaching and conveying all the wisdom, all the beautiful messages from Master Sha's books, Tao 1, Tao 2, Tao 1, the way of our life. Tao 2, the way of healing, rejuvenation, longevity, and immortality. And what we like to say, Tao 3, which is the Tao classic of longevity and immortality. As a bonus, by the way, if you come to our workshop starting next week, you get this book for free. If you are complimentary plus shipping, the shipping depending where you are, because we have a lot of international viewers, that's going to be in addition. But the book is completely free. And if you already have a book, then you'll have a book to give away. Now, why should you do the May retreat or the Tao retreat next week? Because when David teaches the Tao wisdom of Dr. and Master Jigong Sha, he has already taught it for so many years. He has digested, absorbed, he's memorized the texts. And what happens is that when we have a teacher who puts all of these wisdoms and secrets in little bite-sized pieces for rest of us who don't already either, maybe you haven't read the books, maybe you don't have the text memorized, and you're still a little bit on your way to the journey, but not completely there with all the teachings and the wisdom in the Tao books of Master Sha. And he's already processed a lot of this information into little bite-sized pieces that we can absorb until we are ready to go deeper in our journey to understand the wisdom and techniques. Now, I have read all the books, and I have all three of these books. And I have to say, if you haven't already, please read the book. Like this one, for instance, Tao 1, The Way of All Life. The first time I read this book, there were so many secrets. And when I say secrets, I mean there would be practitioners of Taoist philosophy where their teachers would not tell them as freely as we are all getting in a book that you can buy in Amazon. If you read this book, Master Sha has given so many different healing mantras. He's given us treasures. He's given us wisdom. He's given us practices that we can, if you have a health condition, emotional or mental condition, he's given us practices where we can actually start practicing on our own to start our own healing journey. When you come to the retreat, you have a teacher who's more present, who comes with all his vibration and frequency of the different Tao teachings in the Tao calligraphy healing field, which means our progress is a lot quicker. You can still pick up these books and you can still do the mantras, you can still do the healing techniques, and it's still going to work. And if you haven't, please do so, try it. Because this book, one of the there's so many secrets in here. But one of the really big secrets, especially if you're relatively new, is the importance of visualization and visualizing golden light in your body. So this book goes through in how to basically how to live your life in the Taoist philosophies in all their ways. When it comes to waking up, before you go to bed, before you eat, there's a Tao of relationships, Tao of business, Tao of everything. So this book in general just gives you a really upliftment in your wisdom. One of my favorite secrets that I got from this book that I still remember, and even though the first time I read it was like 2 or 3 years ago, but it was an amazing secret, and I will share it with you now. But I still want you to read the book because there's so many beautiful secrets in here. And so in one section, I remember Master Sha said that, there are so many expert Taoist practitioners all throughout the history, and they have all their little secret techniques that rest of us public, we don't get to know because we're not living in like the mountains in China where all these people, it's like an everyday thing. You see people practicing Tai Chi, you see people practicing Feng Shui, I Ching. It's very much more obvious for them. But for us in the West, we don't have that type of culture. And this is something that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. So the secret that I still remember is that when Master Sha, in this book, he said, if you want to know how to make a practice really, really powerful, whatever it is, if you're doing Tai Chi, if you're doing Feng Shui, I'm an eye doctor, so if I'm healing a patient or trying to treat a patient, if you're trying to drive a car, and I do this all the time, especially when I'm parallel parking, is that you can call on the souls of all times who are expert in this little area, like if a chef, all the souls who are experts in cooking and are chefs, please come, give me the knowledge, give me the techniques and how to make the best meal. Or I use it, I especially use that secret when I'm driving. So I'm like, okay, all the expert drivers, all the expert parallel parkers in the world, because parallel parking is still one of my, and I'm like, okay, please come here and help me parallel park. When you're doing Tai Chi, when you're doing anything, you can call on the soul world. You can ask for all the souls who've been working, honing this skill, and expert in this skill, and help you. Or like and you can. And Master Sha, one thing about Master Sha is that there's no limits. There's always flexibility. So I definitely use this secret. Another secret that he says in this book is if you're practicing like a practice that you're not so expert in on yourself, like yoga, or if you're doing Tai Chi, you can ask all the Tai Chi masters, all the yoga masters, I'm practicing right now. Can you come and can you imbibe in me your knowledge, your wisdom, and help me practice? And if you ask with a sincere heart, if you ask with, respect and reverence, you can tap into the soul world and you can actually have an amazing session of yoga or Tai Chi practice, or park really, really well, or make an amazing meal. That's just two of the secrets that I found very, very profound in reading this one book. And you see and you can see how big it is. So think about how many secrets are in here. Same thing with Tao 2, the way of healing, rejuvenation, longevity, and immortality, and Tao 3. The great thing about having a Tao retreat is that David, who's already read all these books, he's already read all these books several times. So he just gives you the secrets. And in the Tao calligraphy healing field, you're opening to receive all these secrets. So even though maybe mentally you may not remember them, or you may not completely understand, but your soul receives it, your heart receives it. So coming to the Tao retreats is an amazing, amazing opportunity. It helps you grow. It helps you open more. It helps you understand the wisdom, the techniques of Dr. and Master Zhigang Sha even more. And when you have one of Master Sha's leading Tao authority teachers like David teaching us, you get to know all these so much quicker. You're also going to be in the group field. I think usually we usually have well over 100, and I'm sure we're going to have this and more for this retreat. You will also get not one, but 2 Tao light treasures, Tao golden healing balls for a condition, a body part, an organ or a system. You'll get 5 Tao calligraphy healing fields included, and you will get all the additional blessings that come from being in a Tao retreat. You'll be in the group dynamic. So the more people who come, the more co-creation is going on. And the field is bigger, wider, brighter, more gold. You get the healing and transformation you're looking for. You get the wisdom to live your life in a more higher way. You understand things deeper, and you start walking your life with a lot more wisdom, gentleness, and your understanding and depth grows. So I'm sure for those of you who have already been to a Tao retreat, you know how much you gain, and I'm sure I will see you next week. For those of you who have never been to a Tao retreat, if you have Tao healing hands, please join us, because it is one that you will be thanking me for. So I fully encourage everyone to please join. Once you get through this Tao retreat starting in May, you will also automatically just understand the teachings that Master Sha is going deeper and deeper into more and more. Everything is connected. So please read the books. Come to the retreat. I will see you there next week, May 20th to the 24th. Thank you, and you just have to click on the link to register. I will see all of you super soon. Bye-bye.